T'Challa is a significant character in the MCU, and with the 4th anniversary of the passing of Chadwick Boseman today, we are going to be going over the King of Wakanda and his importance in the MCU and how I feel like they should have recasted. However, they didn't recast him. They said there's going to be an heir to the throne who's like 4 years old. So here's how I think we could still get the significance and importance of T'Challa in Secret Wars, Time Runs Out, and Doomsday. Let's get into the video. So, with T'Challa being such a pivotal character in so many comic books that essentially formed the Secret Wars, and with him not being here and it leading up to Secret Wars now, we're going to talk about today how they could do it, what their options are, and why they shouldn't use T'Challa's heir who's like 4 years old. So, with it being him passing on to his son who's like a 4-year-old right now, and M'Baku has the throne, Shuri has a Black Panther suit, and it just would take too long. Like, it would be years upon years upon years. We're not going to go forward in time, blah, blah, blah. So what we could either do is we could do one where we have the son from another universe come in, obviously multiverse. We could have the actor who played T'Chaka play young T'Challa and be Black Panther in the future. We could have the young actor who played T'Chaka be T'Chaka and just be the Black Panther from another universe and have him come in, or we can have a new actor altogether. But I think it is super important to mention why T'Challa needs to be in here one way or another. And that's number one, T'Challa is the first person who discovers the incursions. As the Earth is coming down, T'Challa sees it and he fights the Black Swan. And he ends up beating her, capturing her, and, after she stops that incursion with a special device. T'Challa joins the Illuminati at some point in that time during Time Runs Out, I believe, and he's a pivotal role in fighting Namor, in helping against all these other characters and all these different universes, with Strange and Professor X is dead, with Beast and all of them, and it's just super important. And also, he has one of the coolest scenes ever where he wields the Infinity Gauntlet and becomes the King of the Dead and commands Marvel zombies, to which then they storm Castle Doom. T'Challa also uses the Infinity Gauntlet to go one-on-one with God Emperor Doom and holds his own for a distraction, at least for a little bit. T'Challa is such a pivotal role, and just like Captain America, just like Iron Man, just like Hulk, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman, Black Widow, he is a huge character and deserves all the respect. His movies, the 2 movies, even though he wasn't in Wakanda forever, the general audience knew that character. He brought in money, he brought in family, he brought in culture, and it was a change for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And to keep him out just because he passed away because they want to honor him, I don't think is the way they should go. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, his brother or someone in his family said they should recast. Because, yes, Chadwick Boseman is the Black Panther, T'Challa. But we can put in another person to help his legacy live on. Because I feel like that's what he would want if he was still here with us. And it's like, if he could pass on that mantle, I feel like he would. And I think that it would be important to have his character continue on because there are so many stories, especially with Time Runs Out, especially with forming an Illuminati, especially with the King of the Dead, especially with fighting God Emperor Doom, especially the altercations and interactions we would get with Doom, Tony Stark, and T'Challa. I don't know. I just think it's important that we somehow bring this character back for Wakanda 3 to help make them a super strong nation again, because clearly Shuri couldn't do enough, but M'Baku in charge right now could help. And obviously maybe even just another T'Challa from another universe, and he could come over there eventually because the universes are going to start to combine, or just on Battle World or something along those lines. And I feel like it's just so important that he comes back, because we need that legendary rivalry of T'Challa versus Namor, of T'Challa knocking Namor off of their Earth and destroying the planet, killing Namor. I need something like that along this line. Secret Wars and all these films need to have weight. They need to feel pivotal. They need to feel emotional, and we need it. And once again, like Captain America, like Iron Man, like the Hulk, like Black Widow, like all these characters, T'Challa is a big part of the MCU and is what we need in the future and now in the present. Let me know what you thought, and let me know if you think T'Challa should be recasted or they should use one from another multiverse or whatever. As always, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Once again, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. You are a Black Panther, and you always will be. Have a great rest of your day.